The Hallan Daphnis Show right back at you on this station is being made possible by the law office of Rogatusky and Matthews. Joining me on the show today is Jeff Medina. Jeff, how are ya?
I'm doing good, my brother.
Oh man, good. Hey,
Thanks for having me.
I can see this is a cultural man here with me on the set today
Absolutely.
on the show. And I spoke with Gogo briefly.
Okay.
And Gogo said, man, there's someone you have got to meet. He says, Jeff is an awesome musician. So I want to find out a little bit more about you. Who is Jeff Medina?
Well, I wear a lot of different hats.
Okay.
As a producer, an arranger, composer, but mainly I'm a guitarist.
You're a guitarist. So apparently you summarized that for me a little bit, but how did you get started in this business?
Well, growing up in Trinidad,
Okay.
we had a garage band right there.
Okay.
And I got in that band before I left and moved to St. Thomas.
Okay.
And then from St. Thomas, I went to New York.
Oh, well, now this garage band that you're talking about, who started it?
Well, it was called the Dolphins Combo.
Oh, really?
It was started by my older cousins and brothers,
Okay.
and the guitarist in there was my teacher.
Okay.
So I only played one song in there, which was a song by Wes Montgomery that I had learned.
Okay.
And Ernie Ranglin from Jamaica was one of my influences, early
Alright.
influences.
Okay.
And then I moved to St. Thomas, and I got into George Benson and,
Wow.
and all the American guys.
That's interesting. Now, when did you realize that music was really something that was in you and you wanted to take it very seriously? What happened?
Well, I think from day one, and that's one of my positive attributes, I'm
Mhm.
self-motivated.
Oh, you are.
I am.
Good, good.
I noticed a lot of my friends are not.
Okay.
So from day one, I was practicing, and I saw myself getting better than people who were playing before me.
Okay.
But when I got to St. Thomas is when I started really earning some good money
Okay.
from being a musician.
All right.
Even while I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
I was playing in this club. I'm making $1,000 a week
Wow.
in
That's
St.
amazing.
Thomas. I said,
Okay.
hey, wait a minute,
Mm-hmm.
I could do this.
Yes.
So then I was playing with the top band in the island, Milo and the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
That's still my claim to fame when I go there.
Okay.
When I go to St. Thomas, the maitre d' for the Ritz-Carlton says, hey, Jeff, look at the book. Tell me which nights you want.
Wow. That's amazing.
And the guy at the radio station said, hey, Jeff, where's your new CD? I say, here it is. Boom, it's on the air.
Wow. Sometimes you can be good at something and people recognize what you're doing and all that. But there had to be a point, in your career when someone reached out to you and you were somewhat amazed and surprised by it. And then you can realize the situation, say, oh my God, I'm really making it.
Wow.
Where were you? What happened?
I never really said that, but one time
Mhm.
my mom said that to me. She said, well, son, I guess you made it.
Wow.
And I tell you, for years after that, I tried to remind her that she said that. She said, no, I didn't.
Okay, okay.
But
Now, go ahead.
one time, I got a job with Evelyn Champagne King
Uh-oh.
in New York City. right?
Wow.
And she said, oh, you have an accent. Where you from?
Mhm.
I said, Trinidad. She said, oh, we're going there next week.
Wow.
So I went home to Trinidad after not being there for about 10 years.
Yeah.
And everybody's raving
Evelyn
about
Champagne King. That was the one who had the hit You Make My Love Come
it.
Down.
You make my
Oh.
love. So let me tell you how I got that gig. I only knew one song by her,
Okay.
which was Shame.
Shame.
That was her biggest
That's
hit.
a shame, yes.
So I went to the audition, and it's a long line, about 20 guys in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep hearing all these songs that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, I better get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
A voice in my head said, no, chill out, relax, relax. So finally, when I got in there, Evelyn said, man, I'm tired of all these songs. Let's just do Shame.
Okay.
I was like, what? Because I really knew it.
Good,
The
good.
other songs, I would have been floundering trying to figure it out.
Okay.
But Shame. So we did it, we started, boom, 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 we hit it. And she said, okay. Then her musical director come to me and said, man, I think you got the gig.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Something with Evelyn Champagne King, man. That had to be awesome. There had to be some, like for example, when I think of Blue Boy, Splinter, the Mighty Sparrow, Buddy Wheelers, or Bob Marley. Did you have a chance to play with any of these guys
I
along the
did
way?
it all except Bob Marley. That was the one
Wow,
gig
you
I
did
wanted.
them all except Bob.
Except
Oh,
Bob.
wow.
Because in New York, certain time of the year, all I was doing was playing on the Calypso record.
Okay.
That's another thing. My Caribbean claim to fame is I produced Hot, Hot, Hot.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
By Arrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
feeling hot, hot, hot.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. And I played guitar on it.
Wow.
Arrow called me from Montreal and said, Jeff, you know, I need some help in the studio, and I want you to help me produce this record.
Yeah, we have a great deal of love for, island music in general, you know what I
Yes.
mean? And Arrow, Hot, Hot, Hot was really something.
Something.
Sparrow with Mary Jane.
Mary
You know.
Jane and Don't Back Back and
Yes.
all them hits.
Mhm.
I worked with Sparrow for years.
Wow. What was that experience like? I mean, it really captivated the Caribbean audience from a very broad perspective.
Yes, with Sparrow, I used to feel like doing the history of my people.
Ah, okay.
Because he's played some songs
Mhm.
from when I was this high,
Mhm.
all the way through my growth.
Uh-huh.
So being on stage with him, I used to feel like history
Yes, yes, yes.
is going on.
Yes.
So Sparrow, Kitchener,
Uh-huh.
Blue Boy, Shadow, Nelson,
Mhm.
you name them all from Trinidad.
That's right. I used to, for some reason, love codfish, or was it saltfish?
Saltfish.
That was quite a song.
Yes, yes, yes.
I enjoyed it. But you and I are going to have an opportunity to really speak, again in the near future. You were
Yes.
passing by, and I just wanted the opportunity to sit down and speak with you,
That's good.
very quickly. Now, Gogo mentioned to me that there is a very good possibility that you will be performing here at Three Times Caribbean Restaurant and Bar. How soon is this going to happen? Because
Well,
I think I'm going to be very excited for this.
Yeah, I think we were looking at Friday the 9th.
All right. That's next week.
Next
Oh,
week, Friday.
excellent. Great. We got to be there.
We're going to play out there.
Okay.
But my greatest claim to fame is the last 12, 13 years, I was the lead guitarist for the Commodores.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Commodores. That's another super band. I grew
That's
up
a
listening
super
to the Commodores as well.
So
in college.
That's how I felt being on stage with the Commodores,
Okay.
playing a night shift and
man.
easy like Sunday
Oh,
morning.
man. Oh, man.
Once, twice, 3 times a
Oh,
lady.
man.
And ending it out with Brick House. It was a fascinating experience every show, man.
Oh, man. I feel there's going to be a party here at Three Times, the Caribbean Restaurant and Bar. Now, you're going to have quite a repertoire. Will you
Yes.
be the only one performing, or will you have some other musicians with you?
Well, the first time is will be me and my vocalist,
Your
Alvin.
vocalist. Oh, okay. How are you? All right. Come very quickly. Oh, man, this is really
Alvin
something.
sings everything.
Oh, okay.
We go from the classic jazz
Okay.
to Caribbean.
Wow.
And she's a reggae lover too.
What is it like performing with him?
Well, Jeff's taught me a whole lot, and we haven't even worked long together, but the main thing is he just lets you be free.
Okay.
So he really helped me find my voice.
Oh, really?
And he was very impressed,
Okay.
that I do jazz and reggae, and
Oh, jazz and reggae.
the
quite a
whole
jazz and
thing.
combination.
reggae.
And I
Exactly.
just love all music. So
Okay, so you'll be performing as well.
yes.
Oh man, this is going to be very interesting. You have got to come here at Three Ties, a Caribbean Restaurant and Bar, located at 269 Southwest Port St. Lucie Boulevard in the heart of Port St. Lucie. You have got to be here. Now, before you go,
Yes.
any additional words you'd like to share with the viewers
Well,
watching the program now?
The name of our group
Okay.
is called Soul Tide.
Soul Tide. Why
At
Soul Tide?
3 times.
Soul Tide at Three Times. Oh,
Yes.
that's amazing.
It's amazing.
That means you were meant
It's
to be
amazing.
here.
Right. We were meant to be here.
Oh man.
And it was between me and her, and we have a fan base. Everybody's throwing in their little thing and this and that and that.
Okay.
So I'm very happy to be working
So beautiful
here.
place, yeah, definitely.
This is a wonderful club, as good as any club I've seen anywhere on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And Go-Go is trying to make it a place so that people can come from Miami, from up north, Orlando, and make it the happening place.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to do.
All right, I don't want everybody calling him constantly because the man is very busy, but do you have an email address or where they can find you on YouTube or Facebook?
Yes.
You know, feel free to share that information with them. I
Yes,
have no problem with
if
that.
you go on Facebook, Jeff Medina,
Jeff Madina.
and
Okay.
you'll see the Commodores there.
Okay.
And my address is Guitar Medina, my
Medina.
last name,
Okay.
M-E-D-I-N-A,
Mhm.
at net0, Z-E-R-O,
Okay.
dot net.
Okay, great. Man, Jeff
Yes, sir.
Medina,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
The man is awesome. Looking forward to hearing you and working with you here
Absolutely,
at Three Ties
absolutely.
Caribbean Restaurant and Bar. You will always have a space here when
Okay.
it comes to the Hallan Daphnis Show. And we'll be coming right back at everybody again next week with Jeff Medina here at Three Ties Caribbean Restaurant and Bar. Thank you to our
Thank you.
director there, Donald. Good job.
All right.
Thank you.